What is going on YouTube and Power Ranger fans and collectors? Welcome back to another Lightning Collection review. So as you guys can tell from the title and the thumbnail to this video, yes, it is the Walmart exclusive Power Rangers Lightning Collection Wave 11 set. This was actually 23 bucks on the Walmart website for a really good deal of a price. Before we get into the review, if you guys are new to the channel, then please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell with all notifications on, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. The links will be in the description down below, and also I will put a direct link in the description down below if you guys want to get your hands on this. And I will be showing off some screenshots of like the figures with their compared with the original packaging to the newer one. I do remember throwing out a few of my packagings to some of my figures, including Dallin Church Pink, ever since I did the review. So I will show a little screenshot of the packaging to that. But just from this point of view, here on the front it does say Power Rangers Lightning Collection. We've got the Zeo Cog, Wild Force Lunar Ranger, Dallin Church Pink, and Dallin Fury Red, even though that I already have the regular versions that came with the original packaging. It shows the same thing on the back of it. Nothing special on the bottom, nothing special on the top. And now let's flip the skimmer over. Well, that was fast or quick or whatever. I only did that as a cool little editing trick. Alrighty, so let's take the figures out of the big box. So starting off, we've got the Wild Force Silver Lunar Ranger. Oh, let me zoom out. We've got Dino Charge Pink, the Zeo Cog, and last but not least, Dino Fury Red. And I will be keeping the big box to it as well, because it just looks amazing because of the beautiful box art to it. Now, I already have Dino Charge Pink and Dino Fury Red, so I'm not going to take these ones out of the packaging, but I will be taking these ones out of the packaging, even though that this would only be meant for a display purpose only. So let's move Pink and Dino Fury Red off to the side. And like I mentioned, if you guys want to get your hands on this, I will put the link in the description down below. Now, I might as well show the screenshots of the original packagings to the figures somewhere, like right here or whatever. So yeah, there's the comparison between the original packaging to the figures versus the newer ones. Now this actually looks 10 times better than the original, in my opinion. Let me grab my Dino Fury Red and Dino Charge Pink. I know I never did a full-on review of Dino Fury Red on the channel before, but I might as well grab the figure for both seasons. Now, if you guys remember from like a couple days or weeks ago, I did a review on the Dino Charge Pink, but like I mentioned just now, I never did a review on Dino Fury Red. But I might as well show off the packagings to both of them because it's pretty much the same thing, but with the exclusive packagings. So let's start off with the Red Ranger of Zayto, played by the one and only Russell Curry. On the front, it does say Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Dino Fury Red. We have this beautiful box art. So beautiful. It does have the Dino Fury logo. I feel like this says Ryusoulger or Ryusoul Red. And we've got this other beautiful piece of art in the back. We do see the figure. Now, it's very odd that the back of the packaging with the box art, it shows his left hand being a red, not silver. So I don't know why they did the box art like that. But this is the figure itself. I'm not going to take the accessories out because there's no point. Because it does come with the extra set of closed fist, the saber, which I have mine repainted, including the morpher. I'm not going to grab the civilian head because you guys already know that you could always swap out or swap it out with the figure. So obviously, like I mentioned, it does come with the Chroma Fury saber. And this is my repainted one from the one that I ordered off of Amazon. So yeah, I might have to remodify it or repaint it. And I still have a little bit of purple, which I've been remodifying one of my other figures. Either way, we've got Dino Fury Red figure himself of Zato. So the head does fully rotate 360. You can make him look down, make him look up. You can make him lean back, make him lean forward. Arms do fully rotate 360. The arms can only go this far back when you bend them. The hands do have that 360-degree articulation. And the arms do also go out and in. Same thing with the left arm, like I mentioned, when I repainted the morpher as well. Let's try to make it look all right there. So yeah, like I mentioned, fully rotates out and the legs do go forward. They can bend. They do have this oddly weird articulation for the whole entire leg. The boot does fully rotate 360 as well, especially the foot too as well. There's also that little pivot for the articulation for the feet. Now, the funny thing is, if you compare this figure and those two to Down Charge Pink, we all know what the difference is. The little pinless figures. So yeah, I thought that was a bit unusually strange for Hasbro doing that. I think they did that for the Tyrannosaurus Sentry figure. I don't know, but let's put the Chroma Fury Saber back in his hand, and might as well put him back on my display shelf or whatever. I will put these two on the shelf, but these are the ones that will be getting unboxed for today for the review. So let's put Zato in his little Dino Fury roll call pose or whatever. I'm just gonna have him like this on my display, so let me fix that right quick. And I also don't have the Lightning Collection Dino Fury blue and green. As of right now, I'm gonna save up my money for now. And also we do have the pink figure, like I mentioned from before, ever since I did the review with the regular packaging. So yeah, let's move these guys off to the side, because like I mentioned, these will be going on my display. And I might as well put this one back on my display as well. Not only that, but I do have Downcharge Gold, but there's a bit of a twist. I decided to do a custom armored Downcharge Gold at one point. It was technically the whole entire torso or part. Let me show off the figure right quick. So this was before I made this become a Lord Drakkon Evolution 3 custom figure, I used parts of Zeo Gold, Downcharge Gold, Magna Defender, and Space Red, and Mighty Morphin White. So yeah, all I have to do is repaint this, and then my custom Lord Drakkon Evolution 3 figure will be on my collection or display. To be honest, I might just sit this right here. I don't know why. Never mind, it's gonna fall over. So forget about that. So yeah, let's check out the Wild Force Lunar Wolf Ranger. So obviously on the front of the packaging, it does say Power Rangers Lightning Collection Wild Force Lunar Wolf Ranger. Got that beautiful box art for the Ranger. It does say Power Rangers Wild Force. We have a civilian head of Merrick, his accessories, his effect piece, and extra hands are somewhere hidden right there. Got another beautiful piece of artwork on the packaging. Same thing on the back. Very beautiful. And here we've got the Zeo Cog figure. It does say Zeo Cog, Power Rangers Lightning Collection. We have the Power Rangers Zeo logo. And I gotta admit it, but I love the box art for this pop art set. And like I mentioned from the beginning of the video, I will be putting the link in the description down below if you guys want to get your hands on this. Now, my original plan was to not take the figures out of the packaging, except for these two, because I don't have a Zeo Cog and I don't have Wild Force Silver. Because they don't even have any more Lightning Collection figures in stores at Walmart, except for the Zeo Cog in the regular packaging and another VHS Yellow Ranger figure, which was the only VHS Ranger figure they even had there. But they did have some of the Dino Fury swords, such as Moza Razor, Terror Freeze. I think they had the Dimetro Blaze as well. They even had like 1 or 2. No, they actually had 3 Dino Knight Morphers. And they also had a couple of the Moza Morpher battle sets or whatever. We've got that. We've got the tape off or whatever. And I do have another Lightning Collection figure review coming out soon, and it's Zeo related. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a little market store called Ollie, but they had the Zeo Yellow Ranger figure for $7.99 for like a really good deal of a price. So I'm like, okay, why not add it to my collection as my second Zeo Ranger figure? Because like I mentioned, I used part of Gold Zeo for the Lord Draken Evolution 3. Now that we're gonna start off with Zeo, here's the figure and her accessories: her civilian head, her open set of hands, her nunchucks, and her effect piece. The only thing I hated about the figure was the articulation for the arms, because they pretty much replicated the Dino Fury 6-inch figure scale arms. She does have her saber and blaster as well. Obviously, head does fully rotate 360. You can make her lean back and forward. Obviously, the legs do bend and go all the way forward. That's pretty much it. I'm not going to put the civilian head on, but I want to do that little short mini review on the Yellow Zeo Ranger figure right quick. So yeah, technically I've got my first ever Power Rangers henchman goon figure, or whatever you want to call it. Now I'm going to put this back on my shelf right quick. Or if you guys want to get the Yellow Zeo figure on like Amazon or whatever, then I might put a link in the description for the figure as well. Probably not. Well, I might not. So yeah, I only did that brief little Zeo review because of the Zeo cog. But let's actually review the Wild Force Silver Ranger instead of the Zeo cog. And I gotta admit it, but Merrick is a really good ranger for Wild Force, because he was originally Zenaku. So correct me if I'm wrong. This just looks even more gorgeous just from having this part out of the box. So yeah. Let's actually take his effect piece out first and take a look at it. So obviously we've got this repainted effect piece that did originally come with the Mighty Morphin White figure and with Lord Draken, if I may be right. So yeah, now let's check out the weapon accessories of his. Now, I forgot what the name of their, not there, but his weapons were, but we have his like Lunar Wolf saber or staff, I guess. Well, this is the saber mode to it because it's got the nice and shiny wolf logo on it. Then we've got his sword in this like little blaster mode, so pew pew. So yeah, and then next up we've got his set of open hands, which do look really cool in my opinion for accessories. Oh my gosh. Come on. So like I mentioned, we've got his extra set of hands, the open ones. So let's zoom in right quick. And if you look closely, there's like little wolf claws coming out, which makes it look 10 times more cooler and better. Next up, we've got his civilian head, which doesn't look too accurate to the show, but it looks good. Now, last but not least, we've got the figure. So let's take it off the clear part right quick. And this is also my first ever Wild Force Ranger figure. Alrighty then. Alright, let's just move this off to the side. Actually, no, let's put it in here. Just so I don't have to waste anyone's time or my time or whatever. But yeah, like I mentioned just now, this is my first ever Wild Force Lightning Collection figure. Wild Force is a really good season, to be honest, because of the Forever Red team up episode. It was awesome seeing Andros, Jason, Tommy, TJ just returning for that episode. Okay, enough talk, and let's check out the figure itself. Now, the paint is spot on. No paint issues. Very nice and shiny black paint for the visor, the shiny belt buckle, and his logo. Now let's check out the articulation. So obviously, like every single Lightning Collection figure, the heads do fully rotate 360. You can make them lean back, make them lean forward. You can make them look down or up. You can't really make them do that stuff, but the arms do bend only to this far. The hands do rotate 360 or have that 360 degree articulation. The arms do go out. They go in. They do fully rotate 360 like I've mentioned. Wow, very stiff for that part of the articulation. Same thing with the other arm. 360. Arms to bend. Hands rotate. The legs only go forward. They can bend that far back. You can make his legs move like that or whatever. I don't know. The feet will always have that little pivot joint for the articulation. Hope it doesn't break from doing that. It also does have this weird articulation as well for the leg. Now, the legs do remind me of one of the Dino Thunder Lightning Collection figures. Now, let's pop the helmet off and let's put his civilian head on. If it can pop on. I don't think it's going to stay on. Alright. Now it's on. So if you wanted to, you could always just have his civilian head on. But it looks way better with the helmet on. I think this is like my second ever Lightning Collection 6 Ranger figure. Well, technically I have the metallic white Ranger figure, which I repainted that one to like an all white type of figure. To be honest, it sucks that he doesn't have a holster attached to the figure or whatever. So if you wanted to, you could always just give him his wolf lunar staff or saber or whatever. So yeah, you've got the sword in his hand. He looks like a really good swordsman in this action pose or whatever. I mean, I might put him back in the packaging after the review, just because of, you know, the packaging. So yeah, that's going to wrap up the little short review on Wild Force Silver. Let's put him in a little action fighting pose right quick. And then we can move on to the Zeo Cog. I think this was like Hasbro's first ever Silver Ranger figure they did. No, wait, it was. I might be right, I might be wrong, because they also did the In-Space Silver figure, both versions with and without the cycle. All right, let's just keep it like this for now, and let's move them off to the side. I mean, if I bought like another Wild Force Lunar Ranger figure, but in the regular normal packaging, I'd probably just, I don't know, modify it, I guess. All right, now let's move on to the Zeo Cog. Obviously, I already showed off the packaging, so let's take this little sucker out of the packaging. Got the tape all taken care of. Ooh, alright, nothing broke or ripped or anything, so thank goodness. Alrighty, so let's set that onto the side right quick. To start off with the accessories, let's start off with the weapons right quick. Starting off with this little mini weapon. Now the paint on it doesn't look the best. The silver looks good, but this part, I think that's supposed to be like a shinier gold, which they pretty much messed up the paint on it, but it's not a big deal, so yeah, let's move that off to the side. Now let's move on to the staff weapon, or whatever you guys want to call it. All right, we've got this weapon with it all extended. Now see, for the comparison again, look at the difference. Shiny, not so shiny. And I'm like, what the heck, Hasbro? All right, let's zoom out again for the last time. Whoop, let's not get those mixed up. Let's show off the set of extra hands that the figure comes with. All right, so we've got this closed fist and open hand for the figure. Pretty much basic set of hands, if I had to be honest. And we do have this other version of their helmets. Now, if we zoom in like really quick, okay, that's completely zoomed or whatever, but the details on it is so accurate and perfect, like the silver, the gold, the red, the black for the mouth, the black for the eyes. Every single part of it is so accurate. And this upper part just makes it feel like rubber, but I don't know why. But the one part that made me question Hasbro was the fact of how they decided to throw in Rocky's little weapons and put it in with the Zeo Cog. I think they're supposed to be held like this, I think. Like this has blasters. I don't know. And now let's move on to the one and only Zeo Cog figure. Actually, let's just move this off to the side. Alright then, here we've got the Zeo Cog figure out of the packaging. Obviously, the figure is pretty much basic, as you could pretty much say. Obviously, the head does rotate 360. I'm not going to show off the articulation to it, but the paint looks really good, especially the gold and silver on it. But you could always make him lean forward, like this far forward, and make him lean like this far back if you wanted to. Or if you wanted to, you could always just swap the head out with the other one that it came with. So yeah, let's pop that off right quick. I mean, it would have been funny if I wanted to use one of the Lightning Collection civilian heads and just put it on here, like one of the Rangers being a cyborg or a robot. And yes, I am making a reference to the episode from Ninja Steel. So yeah, pretty much if you want to, I'm not going to put Rocky's weapons in the figure's hands because I'll just make it look weird or odd. Oh, I got to be careful because I don't know how. All right, that was odd. The articulation for like the knee or whatever was super stiff. And that's what I find annoying about the Lightning Collection, but either way, I'll get used to it. Now let's just sit this in his left hand. All right, let's try to do this right quick. All right, so I finally got it in his hand, but I'm gonna try to put it in the other hand as well, like if it's a Zeo cog that has the skills of Donatello from Ninja Turtles. And also let me know in the comments down below what your favorite Power Rangers comic is. Alrighty then. Now let's try to put the Zeo cog in this type of action fighting pose or whatever. Well, I want to put the Zeo cog in this like Ninja Turtle stance or whatever. I don't know, but I guess you could do it like this. Let's put the clear translucent part back in the packaging for the Zeo cog right quick, because I should have done that before. Come on. Oh. Alright. So there we have it. The Walmart exclusive Power Rangers Lightning Collection pop-up pack. So yeah, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And the link for the Walmart exclusive set will be in the description down below. And like always, you guys, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the bell with all notifications on to never miss out on another video every single week. And until next time, you guys, I will see you later in the next review.